there, fellow survivor. Are you feeling pressured or overwhelmed to reach your big New Year's goals or to finally heal? I'm so honored you're here with me today, my dear fellow survivor. Welcome. Because today I answer a question that so many survivors have before joining our Music Can Heal Me coaching journey. It's a question I had myself for many, many years. And this question is, if I can't reach any goals I set for myself, then how am I supposed to heal? Rightfully so. And the answer lies in not pushing ourselves harder, not trying to hustle, not trying to do everything all at once, go from level 1 to level 10 in one day, right? The answer lies in consistently going back to the smallest healing habits possible with our soul angels' help. And how I started doing this, it might sound ridiculous, but it's not, because it led to sustainable healing. And the sustainable healing rhythm is what helped me when nothing else was able to help me. So I started with just one song a day. How hard is that, right? It's not even 5 minutes for most songs. One song a day. For a couple days, I didn't pressure myself to sing along or anything. Just put on a song, right, at a time that I knew I would be more vulnerable. I knew I might go to my addictions. I knew I might isolate myself, etc., etc. And after a few days of doing that, I realized, well, I can actually just sing to it, right? What's stopping me from doing that, right? It's feeling safer and safer and safer just to expose myself to perhaps songs that I wasn't able to listen to for a while. And so then I started singing to them, right? And one song led to another, and to another, and to another. And after doing that for a couple days, couple weeks, couple months, it just became a healing habit that was sustainable because I started small, right? And I never forced it. I never pushed. I never hustled. But from that one small habit grew a whole bunch of other small habits. For example, I used to do a 1-minute breathwork session. I used to do a singing in the shower session, right? I used to do just one song in the car session. And all of those habits multiplied into bigger habits. But the thing is, I didn't start by saying, okay, day 1, I will sing this whole album. Because if I would have done that, probably would have given up. Probably would have been too much for my nervous system to handle. And I would have just said, okay, this isn't safe, this doesn't feel good, this is not healing. I'm just going to run away, right? So if you gave yourself, like a lot of people do, a big New Year's resolution, let's say, go to the gym 5 days a week. Well, I'm not going to say you're setting yourself up for failure, but the thing is, that's not sustainable. Why don't you start instead with, I'm going to go at least once per week. If you go more, great, amazing. It's the cherry on the sundae. But the sundae really is, what's your minimum? For me, it was one song a day, right? That was my daily dose. 1 minute of breath work a day. That was my daily dose, right? And all those grew over time because as I practiced them, and I didn't run away from them, I wanted to practice them. It was ridiculously easy to practice them. So they became even more rewarding because I was consistently practicing them. So if you gave yourself a big goal and you're all fired up, that's great. That's great. But just keep in mind that it's helpful to create sustainable rhythms. So if you find yourself on week 2, let's say, not going 5 days a week, well, start by saying, okay, I'm going to go at least once per week and make that your new normal. Once you do that consistently for a while, try 2. I'm going to go at least twice a week, right? This way you avoid disappointment. This way you increase sustainability. And this way you can heal a lot more efficiently. And it's a lot more rewarding too. So my dear fellow survivor, practice nervous system safety rather than overdrive. because you probably are, if you're like most survivors, already in overdrive. So we need to practice safety so our nervous system wants to approach those habits and those goals over and over and over again till it feels safe enough and rewarding enough to just build a little bit more on top. So my dear fellow survivor, I say this with all my heart. Every single day, may you be filled with music and heal. And of course, every single day, please take good care of yourself.